My job tonight is to introduce tonight's panelists who are contributed to the special issue, and I will just introduce them in the order that they're printed in the program. But instead of reading exactly what's on the program, which I assume that you all can do, I thought I would just provide just a really short intro, but then maybe also just say some things that are kind of off the menu. Right? So first up is Professor Shirley Hune, who is a professor at the University of Washington in Seattle. And you can read more about her, as I said, in her bio there. But I wanted to just highlight that Professor Hune, for many years, established and was one of the real pioneers in establishing Asian American studies on the East Coast in the New York area. So when I was taking my qualifying exams there, I wanted to do a field in Asian American studies, but I didn't have a professor who could actually be my examiner. So I had met Shirley in New York City, and I contacted her and I asked, could you be my examiner? And she actually agreed to do that. And she, as far as I know, she paid her own way to go from New York up to Connecticut. You know, it's not that far, but you know, at the same time, you know, she had to take out her time to do that. So I wanted to thank Shirley for helping me to get through graduate school. And then, of course, she was here for many years, working with the Institute for American Cultures in the grad division, where the ethnic studies centers are actually housed. And so, and then I guess I should thank her again because I was an ISE postdoc and when Shirley was there. So I know that she'll be speaking to us today, and I guess I won't say anything. I was going to say something about your Canadian roots, but I think you're going to probably talk about that. Next, we have Professor Tritia Toyota, and many of you all know that she is here at UCLA in Anthropology and Asian American Studies. And you know, I've been getting to know her as I've you know, started my duties, and been learning a lot. And she, of course, many of you also know she was an award-winning journalist for many years here in Southern California. And so I think that and she also has a recent book that's been published, which I think will be in the back, also for sale at a discount. So I'm sure she'd be happy to sign that. And she's been very active. For example, in a couple of days, there'll be an event in Little Tokyo dealing with our tiny endowment fund that's going to try to fund community-based kind of research projects and other kinds of events. And so you know, Tricia's been very instrumental in promoting Asian American studies in Southern California and in places like Taiwan and other places. I found out some of that when we had a memorial for Lucy Cheng, who was the first permanent director of the center, a memorial tribute a little while ago, and Tricia was involved in work in Taiwan with her. And then we have Professor Susie Ling, who is based at Pasadena City College, and she's been teaching there for many years. But I didn't know until Russell told me recently that she was actually one of the early staffers at the Asian American Studies Center and worked in student community projects, right? And also did her MA in the MA program at UCLA. And she told me that I think Tim Dong, who was the assistant director at that time, begged her to come into the program, right? I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe we needed to fill seats or something, right? So she was on staff and also getting her MA as well. So I'm really looking forward to what the three of them have to present tonight. So instead of me talking some more, we'll turn it over. And I guess, Professor Hune, I guess you're up first.